And our other major story this morning is the spreading coronavirus outbreak, and auto production in North America is shutting down. Factories are closing temporarily, putting thousands of auto workers out of work. And overseas, Italy is in lockdown and facing its worst crisis since World War II. Things didn't go as planned for former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg. He spent a lot of money and time in these Super Tuesday states. He says he's going to be reassessing his campaign. Do you think he is likely to endorse former Vice President Joe Biden or Senator Bernie Sanders? Also breaking overnight, the race for the Democratic presidential nomination is all but over. Joe Biden won decisive victories in all three of yesterday's primaries in Arizona, Florida, and Illinois. NASCAR driver Ryan Newman says he's not giving up racing this season despite that terrible crash at the Daytona 500. Newman says he's being treated for a head injury in that crash and that doctors are pleased with his progress over the last few days. As you can imagine, it was really cold, so fortunately the milder weather that we were having, that helped them out a lot because they survived on a puddle of water.
It's time for the skinny, and we're starting with celebrities who, as always, are just like us.
Yeah, aside from the Bugattis, the Ferraris.
Right. Only those things.
Yes, one thing that they do, just like us, is they vote.
Mona's back, and we've got a National Food Day to celebrate. It's National Tortilla Chip Day.
I like the little accent you just put
I
on
wish
it.
we had some tortillas or something around here. Bam! Here we
There
go.
you
We got
go.
the tortillas, everyone. Dig in.
Please.
There we go. Go ahead.
So,
Oh,
being
and
from,
salsa.
hey,
Let's pop.
being from San Diego,
There we
I'm
go.
very picky about my tortilla chips. That's how you could tell if you're at a good Mexican restaurant. If they got the deep fried corn tortilla,
That's true.
you know somebody in the back doing work.
Tortilla chips are made from corn tortillas, cut into wedges and then fried.
Where are we at with human cloning? Because if I can clone The Rock, because he's married, but
Oh, Lord.
hey, boo.
She's every time
A valid point.
I know. I try to listen. You miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot. So
every time Mona comes up here, well, and the debate really will go. It's
it's
potato
not
potato.
even a debate, though.
It is.
Because it's really a gift.
It's really a gem.
This is a hill that I'm willing to die on.
And the peanut
Don't
butter is
come for
also
me.
good.
No, I was like, where's this voice of
I
reason
know.
coming from?
It's
Jack?
It's the voice of
Yes.
Jack, and he's definitely not the voice of reason to anyone around. No, I love you, Jack. I love you. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
This is the PSA, guys.
Yeah.
Do not knit and drive.
And apparently the law is it's a secondary offense in Ohio, so they can't pull her over for that. They got to pull her over
interesting.
for something else, and then
This is our resident Ohio
that's
expert,
true.
by the way.
And I know
Toledo.
all the laws. The 419. Shout
I don't know
out.
what that is. All right, keep going next
It's
story.
Toledo.
Well, here's another Ohio story. I'm starting to think you have a little pull around here
I sure
because
do.
this is like the third Ohio story this week.
They've catered it to.
All right. So a man made good on a threat that he was going to bring a special +1 to his sister's wedding. That +1, a llama wearing a tuxedo. It's
How about
hard
that?
out here to begin good quality dates to
Yeah,
a wedding,
no.
especially when wedding season is back to back to back. How about that? All right.
You want to go to your next thing so I can get some of these hot
I'm
cakes
gonna tell you
here?
about this next story, y'all.
Wait,
you
who-
know one thing,
Yeah,
one
go
thing
ahead.
that they don't mention is that the airport food is so expensive.
It really is.
So I
There's
know
an
that.
upcharge.
Yeah, it might be $5 extra, but it was a whole lot more for Chick-fil-A. And former Vice President Joe Biden is surging after a stunning comeback on Super Tuesday. Biden took 10 of the 15 states up for grabs, including Texas, Minnesota, Maine, and Massachusetts. Senator Burr is now accused of selling nearly $2 million in stocks after being warned about the virus, and he's not the only senator under fire. Meanwhile, the Trump administration says it did take action after that report in October. It says an executive order was issued to improve flu vaccines. New York City is facing a surge in the number of cases. The mayor says a shelter-in-place order may be needed soon, but the governor of New York says that is not the answer. It's interesting that he came out. He could have kept this secret, but it does a lot as he continues to update the public on perhaps even fighting some of the stigma that might be associated with it as people come out and are diagnosed with coronavirus. And at that dollar store accused of price gouging in New Jersey, they're now facing a $30,000 fine. So should serve as a warning to other stores trying to take advantage of this pandemic.
What they're doing to help stranded Americans.
And it's all that uncertainty of not knowing when they'll be able to get back, not knowing what the U.S. government is doing for them, not knowing even just what the airlines are doing for them. So creative, and a big announcement from Florida officials that say kids will automatically advance to the next grade in the fall, Kenneth.
All right, the coronavirus effect there.